I have returned once again today to do another stream of Golden Kamuy, the manga series. Good to go, we're good to go, we are good to go. So yes, we actually have returned, actually covered chapter 192 of Hello of Golden Kamuy, and as we know, chapter 191, we sent off Kyoranke completely. It was a sad moment. We actually lost the best chest hair completely. He is gone unless he randomly comes back somehow. Hello, even though I'm doubtful of that, but I've been surprised beforehand. So, I mean, he's completely gone, but I'm just kind of one of those. It's one of those things of like, wait a second, but nah. And also, we actually met someone someone new on the side of Surumi, as well, who we actually haven't seen for like 2-3 months at this point. So we're actually back to those boys. So I have to wait until Season 3 happen there. So anyway, also we still don't really know what's going on with Ogata either. Ogata's still very much, he is in the realms of the living, as they would call it. He's alive, but other than that, we have no idea. That terrifies me. That terrifies me no end. Anyways, actually, to actually gone live. So gone live for chapter 192 of Golden Kamuy. And I believe with that we are good to go. Are we though? Is the undying question. That front we most certainly are. On this front, we certainly are as well. Oh my god, it's actually working today. What is happening? I like how they. I like what they're referencing here. It's actually very. It's buonissimo. This is buonissimo referencing. So, Golden Kamuy, directed by Satori. Your boss, Superior Private Asami, Private First Class Nikaido. We're going to switch places. Left the way could it be? Right, hey, don't tell me. It's 192, contract renewed. So, somebody was wearing a getter on a pitch black snow mountain. Well, there are snow getter you can wear in the winter plus. He might have been running in the dark because his eyes had gotten used to it. How is that supposed to be a strange story? Come on. I'm busy right now. I love this now. It's just we actually went back to like OG Golden Kamuy at this point, like the insanity of this actual manga. I love it. It's a nice break from the depression we've got for the last like what month and a bit at this point. You'd better God damn it. You'd be better off hearing it from this man himself, right? Private First Class Ariko. Got there in the end with that sentence, Jesus. Oh, see, this is what I like about Noda as well. He kills off one character that's got amazing chest hair to bring in someone else that has equally as amazing chest hair. That's just great. He's done it. The boy did it. The boy absolutely did it. I love it. I heard the sound of Getter, but the tracks he left in the snow weren't from Getter at all. Those were tracks made by straw boots. So what? What makes you so suspicious about him? Come on, Ariko. There was something else, right? The clothes he was wearing got my attention. They had an odd pattern on them. What kind of pattern? I couldn't see it very well, so I'm not sure how to describe it. See, it's just... I can't wait for the actual volume where it's just legit chest hair everywhere. It's just chest hair covering the whole entire panels. I love that boy Noda. He knows. He is the god. He's the god man. You guys have been relaxing here ever since the war ended, so your minds have gone soft. Come on now, Nikaido. Why was Private First Class Ariko at the hot springs so deep in the mountains in the first place? Well, there's a secret hot spring. Well, there's a secret hot spring there that only Ainu know about. You're Ainu? That's right. Then maybe he was Ainu too. Ainu clothes have odd patterns. No, I would have recognized Ainu clothing. I found myself strangely intrigued by his story, but maybe I was overthinking it. Oh! Oh! Do you know anything about it, Anma? Clothes with a strange Ainu pattern. Can't say that I do, but if I see anything like that, I'll be sure to tell you. Ah, good one. that was a good twist. Good twist, I must say. Good twist. A Nivik settlement near Akko. So the Nivik keep a lot of dogs, just like Enonoka's people. So can't Ika hitching post for dogs. This is a Nivik summer home. It's made from logs. The Altair and Karafuto Ainu also have summer homes, but they're made from tree bark. So Karafuto Ainu summer home and Alita summer home. Wow, we only make one. Wow, we only make one house. The Alita keep reindeer, so their homes are made from animal skins. That makes them easy to set up. See, Ilta winter home. So the Karafuto Ainu and Nivik have similar winter homes. They dig a hole and build the house out of earth. Karafuto Ainu winter home. Nivik winter home. Nivik clothes look similar to Altair clothing. We're all a little different and a little alike too. I never would have known about this if I'd stayed in Hokkaido. Ah, there's the boy himself. At least he's at least we actually got some update on him. At least we got some update on the boy. He's there. That's the best description. It's inside the tow roof. Come on, got to get up and be like, yo, what's up? I'm alive. So why did Ogata team up with Kiranke? I can't imagine he felt sympathetic to the cause of independence for ethnic minority groups. It was probably the simple desire to get his hands on the gold. I hope you're right about that. I can kill him without hesitation. So Immortal, please do not do that. Do not kill my husband. Svetlana, I understand how you feel. How you want to leave this island. I understand how your parents feel too. Wanted to know that you're safe. Go with Gansoku and cross over to the continent. But be sure to write a letter. I'll give it to them when you come. I'll give it to them when we go back. So long as they know you're alive, they can climb out of the dark pit they're in now. I understand. I promise I will. This entire time, all I thought about was how to escape this island. In prison, I met someone named Sophia. She was an incredibly strong woman. We actually don't know much about Sophia just yet. Sophia's still very much MIA currently. I'm going to become strong like Sophia, and I'll make a name for myself in the capital city, St. Petersburg. Once I become rich, I'll send for my parents to join me. Afterwards, Svetlana and Gansoku crossed over to the continent, and for some reason they ended up having a grand adventure there. That's another story. Oh please, can we actually get a spin-off now as well? Please tell me we're gonna get a spin-off. You'd better let your grandmother see that you're doing well too, Asiropa. But first, Lieutenant Surumi isn't going to allow me. Professor Surumi isn't going to allow me to return to the Kotan, right? True, he probably won't let you leave until after the tattoo code is solved, but to him, that's all you're needed for. I'd say that makes him a better choice than Hichigata Toshizo's group. Why? Didn't Aka entrust the gold to me so that I could work together with Hichigata Toshizo? Back at the prison, did Aka tell you anything about that? I trained Asiropa so that she would be able to hide out in the wilderness and fight. My daughter is the one who will lead the Ainu people. No, he didn't. By finding the gold, maybe I'll be able to discover the truth behind why Aka was killed. It's actually very interesting because, again, I guess the thing with Sugimoto's character, he's trying to keep her away from turning into what I guess Wilk actually wants her to be. In large retrospects, because same thing would apply with Ogata's character as well, how he stopped her becoming a killer. Same thing applies with the thing with Wilk. He's withholding information from her for that reason. He just doesn't want her to become what he wants her to be. What are you going to do now? So, what are you going to do, Sugimoto? We cooperate with Professor Lieutenant Tsurumi and gather the tattooed skins. I've got no intention of following his orders, but he did take all of our tattooed skins, and right now he's the closest one to finding the gold. The first thing we need to do is find that gold. So that means we're walking the same path again. Yeah, that's right. Looks like our partnership contract is renewed then. Ah, that's actually kind of cute as well. It's a cute way to end the chapter. I'll find the gold and bring all of this to an end. I'm going to free Asidopa from this fight over the gold. Chapter 192 end. My duty. So Your Ball. The title page of this chapter is a parody of the 2016 anime movie Your Name, directed by Shinkai Makoto. Your Name in Japanese is Kimi no Nawa, and the parody name in this chapter is Kimi no Tama, Your Balls. Yeah, it's a problem. We still really don't know what Ogata actually wants out of this. I guess Ogata wants to kind of prove his own philosophy. Like, it's the kind of the thing with his character, I guess. But then again, going this whole entire time just to kind of prove, just for Ogata to prove, oh yeah, by the way, there is no purity in this world. It's kind of, I don't know. It's just like, there's got to be more to him than what we actually know just yet. But I guess that's the point. You just don't know anything about him. That's what makes him more endearing. So the plot of the movie involves a girl and a boy who switch bodies. Although it doesn't translate to English, the lines on the title page for the left and right ball are written with pronouns, typically used by women and men, respectively. This is supposed to be a parody of the lines spoken by the boy and the girl in the original movie. So Ariko Arako. It appears that Noda made a typo in the last chapter when referring to the new character he introduced in his chapter. It looks like his name was meant to be Ariko and not Arako. Anuma. You may remember from the arc where Tony Anji was originally introduced, but Anuma was a style of massage that reached the peak of popularity during the Edo era. It's also the term used to describe practitioners of this massage style. Typically, Anuma were blind, and it was seen as one of those few ways for blind people to make a living. So, Saha Chise. Back in chapter 141, we called this summer home a Sachise. It's been so long that I can't remember if I had a justification or if it was a typo, but I believe it was just a mistake on our part, and the correct name is Saha Chise. And there we go. That is chapter 192. Yeah, I mean, Sugimoto's character is very interesting at this point again, because he's kind of taken on a different, approach as well. Like, his character's not the typical character that you would associate with what's going on here. I like him a lot because the way that he's going about things is kind of what you'd imagine him. He's kind of more of a father figure now at this point to Asidopa at his very one stage. He's basically trying to be Wilk, but not Wilk at the exact same time. Like him withdrawing information from her to actually kind of protect her, because let's face it, he doesn't want her to become him, or he doesn't want the image that he has of her to actually become true. The same thing happened with Ogata as well. Like, the same thing that how he stopped Ogata dying, because at that point, if he died, it proves the philosophy true. So it's actually quite interesting how they've gone about showing the relationship between Asidopa and Sugimoto, how he's become more of like a father figure at this point in the narrative. Like he's kind of very interesting. I've always kind of liked him for that reason. The fact is that he kind of takes on that mantle that's been kind of left. He does it very kind of well. He's a good person at heart. He's a person he just wants good for he just wants the good for the people. He wants to get her out of the life that she's kind of fallen into in a way. it pains me that stuff like this happens because he just wants a normal life as well. Same thing, he wants a normal life for her, but stuff like this is happening. But by the time it's over, he actually might be able to get that life for her. So it's actually he's an interesting kind of character. So it was interesting that he could withdraw the information, but at the same time, I understood why he did it. But yeah, the main focal point currently now is the fact of what's going on with Ogata's character as well. Like, because you just don't know. He's kind of, he's just there. He's there with an eye patch at this point, kind of in a way. Like, I need to know what his intentions are. But I guess possibly at this point, once he wakes up, his intentions might be revealed. Like, that's what I'm going for. But the fact is that his actual intentions, might come out in this arc. But the thing with Ogata's the thing with Ogata was the fact that Ogata did it for his own personal gain. It benefits Asirapa in some aspects, but he was doing it for his personal gain. With Sugimoto, he's allying himself with the enemy, theoretically speaking, though I don't really count Surumi as the enemy. He's allying himself with the enemy to actually help her get out of that life quicker, because if they actually get all the tattooed skins together, then they're actually a-okay. So it's one of those things. I think there's a I imagine there was some parallels to what was going on with that scene with Ogata and Asirapa and Sugimoto and Asirapa as well. But it's just the way it was handled differently. The way that the information was withdrawn from Asirapa in the same aspects with Ogata, but Ogata was lying about everything in that way. Here it was the fact that he was withdrawing it because he didn't want for her to fall into that whole entire that pit that I guess Walk wanted to become. Because if say something doesn't really happen, she does become that resistance that Walk actually wants, you don't know what would actually happen to her, because at this point she actually retains that purity that Ogata's actually I actually can't say the words now. That Ogata actually doesn't like. So it's one of those things that I guess Sugimoto just wants her to still be that purity in the world. He doesn't want her soul to be tainted by the fact of blood and stuff like that. He wants her just to kind of live that normal life, not to be kind of thrown into a kind of like an uprising in the way, which I understand, because she's just a child still. He doesn't want her to go through it. I guess in a way he understands the pains of war, so he's kind of like, well, look, I don't want her to experience war like I did, so let's avoid this as much as we can. Which I actually kind of respect. He's a respectable character. He's doing the best for everyone, technically. It kind of pains me, because it kind of then makes me wonder what's going to be the end game for his character. What's the outcome for Sugimoto's character at the end of it? I kind of hope it's a happy ending as well, because he deserves it. He's a character that deserves the world as well, because he's doing so much for her and everyone else. So it's kind of wonder what would be the end game for Sugimoto's character, and also then what would be the end game for Asirpa's character. Also then what's going to happen with Sophia, because Sophia is very much MIA currently as well. Because I actually kind of wonder whether or not Sophia will actually kind of be the actual, like, the fork in the road in a way. Like, she will actually kind of come back in a crucial moment, and she kind of upend the whole entire thing. That would be kind of interesting, actually, that she actually does in theory become, like, something very important later on in the narrative, but at a very crucial moment she just comes back and just, like, kind of changes the whole entire course of the narrative just out of nowhere. Like, it's happened beforehand, so I kind of wonder what would actually happen. How would she kind of feed back into it? Because she's got to feed back into it somehow, because she's got to kind of, in a way, lead what they started in a way. So I don't know whether or not then, if say Sophia comes back and then tells Asirapa what actually happened and all these things, does it then change Asirapa? We just don't know. And it's kind of the crazy part of the whole entire thing. It's kind of the scary part of the whole entire thing is what is to come of this whole entire story. We just don't know. It's scary. It's a scary thing at this point. We actually have the whole entire thing of what's going on with Surumi's side of things as well. Like, his group is very interesting as well, because now I actually kind of wonder what's going on there. Who's this mysterious person that was actually kind of lurking around? I like how Tony Anji came back as well. Like, it was a really good twist. Like, he was there the whole entire time. It was like, ah! That was actually kind of cool, because I remember they were speaking about him. Like, you're like, oh, that's Tony Anji. But it's like, oh no, he's actually there. It's like, woo! that would be an interesting twist. I kind of wonder. But then again, the problem is with ditching Surumi is the fact that he then creates a powerful enemy out of him. Like at this point, there's a sense that they're kind of there's an alliance there, but they don't want to be. He doesn't want the alliance to be there, but it's there in a way. If you get what I mean. And if he actually ditches him, then it's just like, oh shit, I've created an enemy out of him, and it then makes you wonder. It then creates a kind of a sense of like anxiety in every single time they actually meet, because you don't know whether or not, because Surumi is crazy, that he actually might kill someone. That's the problem. Surumi is absolutely insane. You just don't know what he's gonna do. And I always I generally do fear everything about this manga at this point. I just don't know. I really hope nothing bad happens to any of them besides. There's actually no bad characters in this manga anymore, is there? Damn it! I was like sitting there going, wait a second, there's actually no bad characters in manga anymore, so I guess we have to wait and see what happens with Ogata, because we just don't know what Ogata actually knows as well. That's the problem, because I still maintain there's some kind of secret motive to why he killed Wilk, besides the fact of him literally just kind of doing it for the sake of doing it. Like, if him just upending the whole entire show, I just generally think there's something there. Like, it has to be something he knows that we don't. Because he's a part of the division, he has to know something. Like, he's just... I just don't imagine him to be a person who doesn't know nothing. He's got to know something. He's a very secretive character for that reason. Like, you kind of wonder, what does he know? What could he in theory possess that we don't know just yet? That could in theory upend everything, because he might actually drop a bombshell that actually completely changes the whole entire course of the show. In essence, it might then change the series' actual kind of position and narrative as well. We don't know. That's the thing, because Wilk's Wilk's involvement to the entire show so far is still a mystery. Like, for the most part, we know a little bit about him, but there's still a mysterious side to him that we still don't really know the full picture of. Yeah, but then I think he knows more than that as well. Not just dirt on Surumi and everyone like that. There has to be some kind of, unless Ogata actually starts an uprising within the division as well. Like, in essence, he actually kind of starts an uprising division that kind of causes the death of Surumi as well. That could be very interesting. Like, in essence, he actually destroys this division from within. That would be a kind of interesting twist, but I still maintain he knows something about Wilk as well, because I just don't think he would have killed off Wilk for no reason, other than the fact he's completely insane. And actually just hell-bent on blood and violence. I just think there's something there within him that he knows. That he won't tell us, because he's just like, nah. Just, not yet, fam, I won't tell you just yet. It's a crucial moment, I'll tell you. Because there's something there. Because why would he go through all the trouble of doing all of this just to kind of prove a point of his philosophy? Like, there's just something he knows. Like, he must know something about the gold as well. Like, that could be a very bit of twist. Like, he knows something about the gold that we don't as well. That's why we're kind of like, does he want the gold or doesn't he want the gold? Because he knows something about it. That's the thing. Like, he knows the true intention or the true kind of value of what's going on in there. We just don't know. That's the thing. That's why I've always wondered about what Ogata's actual kind of character possesses in towards a narrative. Like, he's there, but he's kind of like, he's that interesting kind of like mysterious kind of character. He's kind of like, who else could you associate with him? Don't know who you could actually associate with Ogata's character, but except someone in Metal Gear Solid, but I can't think of anyone in Metal Gear Solid like that either. But you know what I mean, that kind of mysterious character that kind of pops in and out and actually kind of goes, well, I know this that you don't, but I won't tell you just yet until the very end. I still maintain he knows something. Like, he has to. He has to kind of have something that we don't know just yet, because we don't know anything either. We're still in the dark as an audience. We're kind of just, because we get told completely different things weekly, and you kind of like, huh? The half the time. So it's one of those things that you just kind of like, we have to know something that he will tell us about. But then again, will it be true? We don't know. That's the thing. Because again, he's a pathological liar as well. So it's one of those things that you kind of like, I wonder what's going on with him. I don't know. I'm kind of scared. But he's hot, so it's fine. So yeah, I mean, that is going to be me for today with Golden Kamuy, and also this week with Golden Kamuy actually as well. To wait until next week and see what actually doesn't really happen with the now restart of the whole entire partnership between Sugimoto and Sinapa actually. So yeah, that is me done for today. So actually, what you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole, then do indeed follow on Twitch, because indeed it's something quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here on YouTube and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed actually does something quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here on YouTube and you do want to stay a bit longer, then do indeed leave a sub, because indeed it's something quite a bit. After the whole entire point, if you want to stay a bit longer, then do indeed follow me on Twitter, because indeed it does something quite a bit. On Twitter, actually, no streams go live, and streams I do as well. And also, actually, you don't have a Twitter account, but do have Discord. I have one of those. It's actually some free time streams go live, and streams I do as well. Until next time, chapter 193 of Golden Kamuy. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.